This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the second-ranked team, Purdue Boilermakers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Away, start us off. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's a shotgun run call. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017.
It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Purdue.
Oh my gosh, I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff teams on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Sun Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Tight end makes the grab, and he'll be brought down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Picks up 3. Good enough for a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. To the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Go 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. They're down now.
Brings up 4th down.
The Sun Devils will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. As incomplete, he was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And the Boilermakers looking to run some tempo here.
Brings up second down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap.
Travel. Off. Timber. Gaucho.
Takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 15. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Now the 40. Out past the 30. At the 10. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Arizona State offense onto the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here. It's an option look. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. Set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Near the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Arizona State.
And the Sun Devils hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
Touchdown, Arizona State. Number 30 in the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after.
Arizona for the extra point.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score. Purdue 14, Arizona State 7.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. The Boilermakers lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup.
Brings up 2nd down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Boilermakers will crank up the tempo.
First down, Purdue.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
And looking to throw now on first down. And that catch is hauled in.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And they'll use the ground game here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Caught, completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running on nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry up.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Ball carrier running through tackles. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. The kickoff team is on the field to move this one away.
31, Purdue, 14.
Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. efficiency is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away.
Arizona State. Purdue, 21.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. They're going to run it here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
The sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Football knocked loose in the backfield. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. The Boilermakers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. 2nd down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. And tackled there by the defense. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 34. The Boilermakers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact.
They'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
3:25.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
On the
Ball
double.
spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play.
Boots.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arizona State 31, Purdue 24.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Get set. Get set.
Ball handed off. Will he score here? Touchdown, Arizona State. Still no answer for this offense.
Arizona State.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
38, Purdue 24.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Purdue Boilermakers will take over 1st and 10.
So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. That's a bullet over the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Boilermakers come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Over the middle and incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. The Boilermakers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. There was a foot race and he won it. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner is brought down. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. First down sack. Pushes the ball back. Second down coming up.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense.
And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good.
52, Purdue, 24.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Purdue Boilermakers will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. And the Boilermakers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. 1st down here for this offense.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to him.
Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion and cut into this lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up,
You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So that's now back-to-back wins, Cook, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.